Hi dear class 8 students, I hope everyone is doing well. So today we are going to start a very interesting chapter, that is light. Now let us see what are the topics we are going to discuss today. Understanding light, rectilinear propagation and reflection of light, and the making of a plane mirror. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever tried to see in the dark? Okay, I know this sounds silly because we cannot see in the dark, right? So light is needed to make objects visible. Now light makes the objects visible to us. Let us see how. Light from the source hits the object. So consider this is the source of light from where the light it hits the object and then gets reflected and enters our eyes. And the object is visible. So this is how the object is visible to us. First the light from the source it hits the object and then gets reflected and then enters our eyes, and this is how we can see the object. Now see, light is a form of energy that produces the sensation of vision. So light it is a form of energy which produces the sensation of vision. So sensation of vision means the perceptual experience of seeing. Next we will see the properties of light. So the first property is rectilinear propagation. Now see here, this is a cave or a tunnel, whatever you consider. There is a hole in it. And now see here, light is entering and the light it is traveling in a straight line. Can you see it? So whenever light travels in a straight line, it is called rectilinear propagation. Now see the second property, reflection of light. So this is the source of light from where the light it is hitting on the object and then it gets reflected. So this is called the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Clear everyone? Now let us see making of a plane mirror. Take a transparent glass sheet. So this is a transparent glass sheet where light can pass through. Now the transparent glass sheet is coated with thin reflecting layer of silver to make an opaque surface. So one side of the transparent glass sheet is coated with this thin reflecting layer of silver to make an opaque surface. So opaque surface means where light cannot pass through. Silver metal is one of the best reflectors of light. So see, silver metal it is one of the best reflectors of light. So to protect the silver coating, it is painted by red color. Now to protect the silver coating, it is painted by red color. Now turn over the mirror and the opposite side is the reflecting surface. Now see here, a plane mirror is represented by a straight line having a number of short oblique lines on one side. Now this is how we represent a plane mirror. It is a straight line having a number of short oblique lines on one side. Can you see it? So this side is called the reflecting surface and the opposite side is called the opaque surface where light cannot pass through. And a mirror is a reflecting surface. Clear everyone? Next we will see the laws of reflection. Reflection of light. Take a simple electric torch. So this is a simple electric torch. Now stick piece of paper having 3 slits over the glass of the torch. Now over the glass of the torch, stick a piece of paper having 3 slits. Can you see the 3 slits? Alright, now place a mirror upright. Now place a mirror upright. Then switch on the torch. Okay, then switch on the torch. Now what do you see? So we will see 3 beams of light reflecting from the mirror. Can you see the 3 beams of light which is reflecting from the mirror? Okay, so thus we can see how light is reflected. Now let us see the reflection of light. When rays of light fall on opaque surface, they turn back. This is called the reflection of light. So this is the definition for reflection of light. When rays of light may fall on opaque surface, so here opaque surface means where light cannot pass through. So those rays they turn back and this is called the reflection of light. Now see, this is a mirror and this is a light source from where the incident ray is falling on the mirror and this is the reflected ray. Now as you can see here, between the incident ray and the reflected ray, the normal is present. So this is the normal. Then see, the angle made by an incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence. So this is the angle of incidence and it is denoted by I. Then the angle made by a reflected ray and the normal is called angle of reflection. So see here, this is the angle of reflection and it is denoted by r. Now let us see the laws of reflection. So the first law of reflection is that the incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray are all in the same plane. Now can you see here, the incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray, they all are lying on the same plane. Alright, now see the second law. The incident ray and the reflected ray lie on the opposite sides of the normal. So you can see here that the incident ray and the reflected ray, they are lying on the opposite sides of the normal, and this is the normal. Alright, now see the third law. The angle of incidence I is equal to the angle of reflection r. So I is equal to r. That means angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Clear everyone? Next we will see the characteristics of image formed by plane mirror. Characteristics of the image obtained in a plane mirror. This is a lighted candle and this is a plane mirror. Now place the lighted candle in front of the mirror. Now place the lighted candle in front of the mirror. So what do you see? We can see a second candle in the mirror. Can you see a second candle in the mirror? Yes. So see here, the candle in front of the mirror is called as the object. So the candle which is placed in front of the mirror, it is called as the object. And this candle in the mirror is called an image, and this is the image. The image formed in a plane mirror is upright. So see here, the image which is formed in a plane mirror, it is upright. So upright means erect. Now see here, take a full length mirror. So take a full length mirror and stand in front of the mirror. Now you can see that the image is of the same size as the object. Okay, now what do you notice? We can notice that the image is of the same size as the object. So when we measure, we can see that the image is of the same size as that of the object. The image formed in a plane mirror is upright and of the same size as the object. So we already got to know that the image which is formed in a plane mirror, it is upright and it is of the same size as the object. Clear everyone? Next see here, stand in front of a mirror raising your left hand. So what do you observe? We can observe that your image in the mirror will raise his right hand. So this is your object and this is your image. Next see, now raise your right hand. So after raising your right hand, we can see that your image in the mirror will raise his left hand. Can you see it? Now this is your object and this is the image. So it means that the right and left sides are interchanged in the image formed in a plane mirror. So in a plane mirror, the right and left sides are interchanged in the image formed. Clear everyone? So this is called lateral inversion, and such an image is said to be laterally inverted. So this is called lateral inversion, and those image is said to be laterally inverted. Okay, now this is a plane mirror. Now place the queen in the middle of the third square from the mirror. Okay, after placing it, look at its image in the mirror. Now what do you see? So we can see that the image is 2 in the third square behind the mirror. Can you see it here? The queen is 2 in the third square behind the mirror, right? So now move the queen at the end of the board. Now after moving the queen at the end of the board, where is its image now? Alright, so see here, the image 2 is at the end of the board. Can you see here? The image is 2 at the end of the board. So from here we can give a conclusion that an image in a plane mirror is behind the mirror and at the same distance from it as the object. Clear everyone? Now see the characteristics of the image obtained in a plane mirror. So the first characteristic is the image formed in a plane mirror is upright. That means it is erect. So from here you can see that the image which is formed in a plane mirror, it is erect. That means it is upright. Now see the second characteristic. The image formed in a plane mirror is upright and of the same size as the object. So we already got to know that the image which is formed in a plane mirror, it is upright and it is also of the same size as the object. Now let us see the third characteristic. An image in a plane mirror is behind the mirror and at the same distance from it as the object. So from here we can see that an image in a plane mirror, it is behind the mirror, right, and it is at the same distance from that of the object. Now see the fourth characteristic. The right and the left sides are interchanged in the image formed in a plane mirror. This is called lateral inversion. So this is the definition for lateral inversion, where the right and the left sides are interchanged in the image formed in a plane mirror. I hope everyone is clear. So we are done for lesson number 1. Thank you, students.